It's time to look at me for a while. I Said No Gifts is about to begin, and my guest is Laci Mosley, the scam goddess herself, and she gave me this. So if you want to know what it is, obviously watch the episode. I don't need to tell you that. Welcome to I Said No Gifts. I'm Bridger Winegar. If you're hearing this, I made it to Burbank. You're here with me in Burbank. We're doing it in Burbank. What's going on? Nothing has really happened. Not that anything ever happens personally for me in the last few days, so I don't have that much. But I was on the Patreon recently, I was getting into an issue that I feel like needs to go public, and it has to do with sauce. Sauce should be free. People have started charging for sauce, and I think we have to do something about this. The first sauce, at least if I make an order for something that has a sauce, the first sauce should be free. I paid $1 for sauce the other day. $1? It's ridiculous. I know things cost money, but the first sauce should be free. So let's start spreading the word. Restaurants, you're on watch. I had a dream last night. Speaking of restaurants, last night I had a horrible dream where I had to wait longer than usual at a restaurant, and it just took all night. It was agony. So that's my life right now. Sauce and dreams. The Patreon is flourishing. Everybody is headed over there. Join us at patreon.com/ISaidNoGifts. We just had producer Ellis on an episode, an explosive episode. Wouldn't you say, Ellis?
We're never speaking again.
Yeah, it was. There was a lot of fighting. It became physical, and the fact that we're still working together is a miracle. But I think I already said the URL. And things are happening over there. And you're going to find out. So I think that's all of my business. Yeah, sure. I think we should get into the episode. I love today's guest. She's back. It's Laci Mosley.
Hello.
Laci, welcome back to I
It's
Said
been
No
a
Gifts.
while.
I know, you've, we were just talking about this. The last time you were on was 6 years ago.
Yes.
It's just...
And we were virtual. I had to mail you the gift or something.
Yeah,
or
I
have
came
it,
to you.
Oh, yeah, you came to me and got it.
And,
yeah.
the streets were empty. It was just it was hot. It was very deep COVID.
It was.
It's because I think it was... Yeah.
I think it had just started getting popping at that point.
Oh, yeah.
Because 3 weeks in, I was back to work. So it must have been in those first 3 weeks.
But it was one of those times when you could still get places on time because people weren't driving as much.
Oh my God, you could get to Malibu in 20 minutes.
We did that all the time. My boyfriend and I would just drive around and go see things in LA. You usually are that's a 6-hour trip.
Right. And it's literally 5 miles away.
Yeah, exactly.
And finally 5 miles felt like 5 miles.
Right, like a real reality.
Nature
5
was
miles.
healing. The coyotes took back over Griffith.
I just saw a coyote the other day in Griffith Park.
I hid from a pack of them.
A pack?
Yeah, I was in Griffith during COVID and I was hiking or, doing the run or whatever. And I started listening to a playlist and it was just getting too good. And the next thing I know, I'm soaking up the sunset. And I was like, oh, beach, I'm at the top of Griffith at the observatory and it's sunset. I need to get down before it's dark.
Before the vampires descend.
So it's getting dark on my descent and then I see these coyotes come out. They're either coyote or deer. Coyote, deer,
right.
We don't know.
Both scary in their own way.
But they start coming up out the brush in this pack and I was like, this would be the most embarrassing death, death by coyote. So I just hid behind one of them big rocks. I was like,
oh my God.
Yeah, until they passed and then I went down.
Be ripped apart by coyotes.
Oh, painful and embarrassing.
Yeah.
Everybody's going to be at my funeral if it wasn't for those coyotes. What? She had a smile that lit up a room.
I do think about that, with an embarrassing death, the vibe at a funeral. What is it? I'm often if I choked to death while I was eating a chicken finger or something, how are people going to be feeling at the funeral?
Yeah, what's the vibe? I feel like we have to lie then and say, I was saving orphens from a fire.
Exactly.
Don't tell anybody how I died, really.
Yeah, that's really a terrifying thing for me. When I see a coyote alone, though, my heart just aches. I feel so sad for them. The one I saw yesterday, I was in Griffith Park. It's just if that was 1 degree something else, I probably would try to rescue it. Try to bring it into my home. They look so hungry and they look so alone.
You need to be rescued from the coyote. What you mean rescue it?
They look so sad and pathetic. Has there ever been a coyote that looks healthy is the big question. They always look like they're scavenging.
I mean, that's what they do.
Yeah.
I don't spend much time looking at them because I start looking at them, they start looking at me, and we looking at each other. Next thing I know, I'm a snack.
A coyote you would scare away. That's the thing about coyotes. The only thing that should be scared of them is smaller things. Larger animals, they run away from.
Really?
Yeah, unless they're rabbit or something, but I don't think that happens that often.
I don't know. Some people be getting got by a coyote.
And there are mountain lions, cougars around these hills. I just saw a video on some local news station of a mountain lion in somebody's backyard. That would be terrifying.
Yeah.
That's like seeing a shark or something.
But I mean, I also love that for mountain lions because they're like destroying capitalism. They're like, oh, you put up this cute little fence, baby. No one owns anything. Okay? When you die, this land will be mine again.
Truly. Those and bears, when you see a bear like swimming in someone's pool, good for you.
Right. That's the bears. Let Smokey get his swim on.
Enjoy it.
Okay.
No one's going to stop you.
He said only you can protect forest fires. I'm taking a swim.
How do you feel about paying for sauce?
Oh, I was thinking about that as you were saying
I need to know if I'm just losing it.
I'm so tired of being in this abusive relationship with capitalism because we've gotten to a point where if we don't organize as consumers, which we do from time to time, but we need to organize on petty shit like sauce as well.
Yes.
Because what's happened is I remember when businesses I remember Chipotle used to be like, come in a Halloween costume, we'll give you a free burrito. Now they're like, you want extra chicken? We got to count it out, you raggedy bitch. And this bowl will be $90. Like, what happened? We used to drive the market, and now they're like, people are willing to pay for anything because they're desperate, so we're going to charge you for everything. What do you mean? If sauce comes with the meal, how you going to charge for the sauce extra?
If I'm getting something, a chip, a chicken finger, the first sauce, at the very least, throw one in.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be like I shouldn't have to put a package together for myself.
They're just trying to find another way to nickel and dime us to fucking hell. And if we don't stop them, it's just going to continue to get worse. I mean, RIP to Spirit Airlines, but it was great that Spirit Airlines made basically like a layaway system because it was cheaper in the beginning, but then once you get there, they're going to nickel and dime you with every fee, okay? Unless you're wearing every single article of clothing you need on your person, they will charge you for everything.
Right.
But then, unfortunately, bigger airlines that were providing luxury at higher cost started to look over and be like, oh, well, if people will accept that, they'll accept anything. That's why Delta said that flights under a certain mileage now aren't going to get any snacks. You ain't getting no Biscoff.
Is that true? Not even a snack?
No. Domestic flights under a certain mileage. So like an LAX to SFO, you're not getting no snack or nothing. Yeah.
The amount of money I'm already spending, they're making money. We can see the money they're making.
Yeah.
Give me a cracker.
I mean, if we don't stop them, eventually they're going to be like, oh, did you want the seatbelt package? Yeah,
that's actually one. I don't care to pay for a seatbelt. Take those out of the plane. I don't need those.
Oh, no, I've seen what happens if something gets real turbulent. You might fly up and hit your head on the ceiling. I want my seatbelt.
I'll hold on.
Right.
I'll hold on. No, they are all charged. Even Southwest Airlines is getting into the pay for everything.
Yeah.
Where it used to be the one where you got some things for free. Now they're all. We're going to be laying flat on top of each other pretty soon.
That's what they're going for. Yeah, because Southwest used to be like, you get in your line, and then if you get there early, you can get in whatever seat you want. Now you have to pay for an assigned seat, and certain assigned seats cost more, which I never understood. We're all on the same plane. And now, I fly Delta, and I'm ready to fight Delta because we went from having, economy, and then there was economy plus with a little leg room as long as you help people get out on the slide, and then there was first. Now we got economy minus. There really is. It's it starts at economy minus, then economy plus, then first.
Right, and maybe something in between that is because now there's the business or first class. That's all kind of muddy now. It's very unclear. How do you feel about first class?
I love it.
You love it?
Yeah. I don't fly it if the flight is under 3 hours because it's a waste of money. It's just a wider seat and booze I'm not going to drink. But if it's cross country, baby, I'm always on a red eye from LA to New York. I sleep on the plane, get there at JFK at 8 a.m. and ready to start my day. That one I can't. I need a bed for that. If it's over 6 hours, babes, we need a bed.
I think first class should be illegal.
Really?
I think unless everybody can have it, nobody should have it.
I like it, and Here's why. If people want to be a little bougier and fall asleep on the plane, like, I think they should have that right, and I like that better than private jets. You know what I mean?
Oh,
so that should be as much of a private jet experience as you can get, and then the private jet should go. Except for me, because that's my reparations. Y'all not gonna give me 40 acres or a mule, bitch. I should be able to put my carbon footprint out here, okay? I deserve that.
Everyone's against private jets until they can have a private jet.
No, but they need to sacrifice. Y'all destroyed the planet, okay? My ancestors built this country.
I think that's fair.
And I deserve to fly around it.
Yeah, I think private jets, that's enough is enough. It's ridiculous. Yeah, and first class, if we got rid of private jets, I might be on board with first class still existing. Yeah. But right now, I'm just walking past everyone in first class, being angry at them and just wondering, and then going back to my essentially bus seat.
Yeah. Well, it used to not be such a bus seat.
No.
I remember as a kid, the seats that they have on like a short domestic flight were the size of the seats in regular economy.
Of a person.
And you got a meal in economy.
Yeah.
And it was the size of your body. Now they're like, everybody get on Ozempic, otherwise I'm not going to make these flights. Like, what do you mean?
I feel like the airline industry every industry is now doing this, but was the first one that was like, no, we're going to get worse rather than get better as an industry. Just year after year, it's going to feel way worse. And now, truly, basically, we're paying for sauce. We let airlines do it. And now we're paying for ranch on the side. It's ridiculous.
We really should have revolted sooner. And also, airlines know that they have us in a chokehold in certain situations, because are you going to fly to Berlin, or are you going to take a ferry? You're going to take, like, you can't get to certain places. They're like, we got you, bitch. You going or not?
Yeah, there's no alternative. I mean, I guess maybe I start going by boat.
I know. The cruise lines should think about that. Instead of just trapping us on boats, can I just take the boat to where I'm going, have a fun little party, get off, have my vacation, boat back?
I will never get on a cruise line. After what's been happening recently, you will not find me on a cruise line.
I've been on more cruises than I can count.
Really?
My parents are cruise people.
Oh, okay.
And so my entire childhood, we were... It sounds so weird to complain about. One time I was shooting this movie with Lil Rel. I remember we were like doing something in between, and I looked at my phone and I was like, fuck! And he was like, what? And I was like, my parents just booked another family cruise. And he was like, you're upset that your family is taking you on a free boat vacation. And I was like, you don't understand. You haven't had to be trapped in the middle of the Atlantic with a bunch of Trump supporters eating Guy Fieri burgers until your ankles fucking swell. You don't know what I'm going through.
It's a bad vacation.
I've had good ones. There's a certain way to do it to have a good one.
Okay.
And Virgin Cruises, I've heard, are very fun because there's no kids.
Okay.
Can't bring your kids. And people like to have boat sexuals and and excursions.
I just. It's not for me, and now the chance of getting hantavirus or being trapped on board with a virus, what appeal is there?
Yeah, it really just seems like the disease enthusiasts love a boat ride.
Yeah, messy people who don't wash their hands.
Yeah, it's just open mouth coughers, people who don't wash their hands, people who don't believe in medical science.
Yes, that's really kind of part of the big audience of
Which
that.
to me, I'm like, look, if you want to do your own research and you don't want to vaccinate, that is absolutely your right in your body. Are you a dumbass? For sure. But let's take it further. If you don't believe in vaccines and you don't believe in the things that doctors have studied, baby, never go to the hospital. Because all of a sudden when y'all get sick, I don't ever see none of you bitches in the ambulance like, what y'all put in there? What is in the drip? No, you just want to live.
No, you'll take it. You'll take whatever you can at that point.
You're not like, how many cc's of saline is in there? I need to Google it on Reddit. No, at that point, you're like, save my life. No, so then you believe.
You don't get to use it.
No.
I think permanent cruise for that sort of person.
Yeah,
Keep them on boats.
Out.
Keep them on boats. Keep them away from land. Let them just get each other sick for the rest of time.
Yeah, what about an anti-vax cruise? We'll throw on some little walking canes for when y'all get polio.
Put it in iceberg territory and say goodbye. It's enough. Enough is enough. Yeah, that is kind of a large part of that audience is anti-vax / cruise. Interesting. Mm-hmm. I'm sure there are plenty of wonderful people cruising.
Oh, there are. And I've met so many of them.
And I'm sure
during my many tours.
It's just not for me.
Yeah.
And getting hantavirus, unfortunately, also not for me.
No.
So I won't be cruising anytime soon.
And I don't think they're upgrading those boats. I think the cruises are starting to sauce the girls too.
I'm sure.
Because people are on boats talking about they can still smell when the sewage was leaking from COVID. I said, baby, those boats need to be decommissioned.
Jeez.
They need to be sank.
God, they could smell the
Military
sewage?
style. In the hallways, there was still like a lingering of like, you could tell they cleaned, but something was still, because those people have been trapped on those boats for so long and pooping everywhere and stuff. You don't just get rid of that with one shampoo of a carpet.
No. Anyone who's had a dog pee on a rug knows it's much harder to get rid of that smell than you would think. So,
Yeah.
God, no.
I know, but I'm with you on the sauce thing. I think we all need to just start revolting in very petty ways against corporations that are doing things to nickel and dime us.
Right.
Because there's no such thing as infinite growth. And some of y'all need to be satisfied with the fact that we patronize your businesses consistently and you're open.
When will they learn that infinite growth, it doesn't exist? I just don't understand when that reality will set for some of these people. It's just like, you realize there are only so many people on the planet.
Yeah.
What's the plan?
And that's why I really hope that we can all hold strong. I know there's a ton of idiots out there who can't make art and for some reason think that they should be able to. And they use AI and wastewater for stupid bullshit. But I'm so tired of that AI conversation that's like, it's happening. You either get with it or you get lost.
So annoying.
Do you know how rapey that sounds? Like, you're telling me it's happening. I don't think it is happening. I think you're forcing it on me and I'm saying no. And you're like, no, it's going to happen to you. So just say yes. No, you can't do it like that. If it was happening, it would be happening. And y'all wouldn't be losing all this goddamn money. We know it's not happening, babe. You can't make fetch happen. Nobody wants it or needs it.
Let me ask you this. I run into something for the first time recently that I was very conflicted morally about. A loved one sent me what I immediately knew was an AI video. And it was kind of heartwarming or whatever. And my initial instinct was to respond, that's AI. I didn't. I don't know what to do in these situations because I'm like, I don't want to just be this killjoy that like somebody was, a loved one is like, look at this is nice. And for me to be firing back, that's AI, you idiot. So I don't know do you just ignore this? Have you had any situations
all the
like this?
time.
And do you say that's AI?
With family members, with friends, I say, oh my God, you are killing Black people in Memphis. Was it worth it to make that fake video so that you could poison communities? You know how much water you just wasted? Don't ever make nothing like this again. It's cute, though. Thank you, auntie. But stop doing this. You are killing Black people. I literally just tell them it directly.
Wow, that's healthy. That's really healthy.
Yeah, but I don't want to be like, you're stupid or anything like that. I realize that we are in this polarized place where we are tapped into the news
We're very
much more
aware.
than the average citizen.
Absolutely.
And, our friends are tapped into it as well. So I also realize that people are living their lives and they're like, oh, we got a new app where we can make a video of your dead grandma doing the stanky leg. Everyone's going to love this. And I'm like, I know that you don't realize the repercussions. So I'm not going to call you dumb, but I am going to be like, hey, stop killing them Black people in Memphis.
Right.
And if Black people don't work, I'm like, hey, stop killing them Mormons in Utah.
Oh my God, that's
The whitest of white people.
That's really hitting home for me. I'm from Utah.
Yeah, I know.
Watching all these people be mad about these data centers, I'm like, well, you voted for the people who said that these could be built. So
they
maybe
voted
think about
for whiteness.
Well, then,
and they forgot what whiteness has always done.
Yes, exactly.
I'm like, have y'all paid attention to America? This is what whiteness been doing. Stealing.
Now you've got Mr. Wonderful.
Killing.
Yeah. I mean, the Utah situation is truly insane to me because I don't know if you're aware of this. If the Great Salt Lake dries up, it's going to just basically become a poisonous place. Like, the air will be poison. Yet they're building this data. Don't get me started.
I know. We could go on forever.
I think eco-terrorism is going to start ticking up here. I think people are going to be bombing things.
But here's a fun way to look at it, though. If we all of us just decide that we're not going to be here for AI and we let this implode like the tulip bubble that it is, bringing back old school economics. If we let this bitch blow up, all these nasty billionaires who did this grift and got all this money for this, and celebrities included. Why do you think you keep seeing random celebrities that you love talking about AI is the future and we must embrace it? No, baby, we must not. How much did you invest? Because you ain't getting it back. You ain't getting it back. So I want to see all these people lose all of that money that they invested in this grift. And damn, I wish I would have come up with it because I love a turtleneck.
Oh, of course.
I love a turtleneck tech person.
I could see you pulling this off.
Selling something that people don't need. I love it.
Yeah, I think it is going to implode in some way. We'll all kind of suffer, and then hopefully well, we won't learn our lesson, but at least it'll go
Yeah.
away in some way.
And I want somebody to come out and do what Uber did, but in a grassroots way. So remember when Uber first was established, their
Yes.
prices were super duper low. You could get like a ride for like $3.
Yes, right.
So that was tech bros using investor money to subjugate the market.
And kind of ruin an
undercut the
industry.
market.
Yes.
And then ruin the cab industry. And once the cab drivers start killing themselves and stuff and they ruin the industry, then they raise their prices because they had the monopoly, right?
Yeah, of course.
I want to see somebody grassroots do that with car driving too. Let's just call it gas money. And if you got money for gas, then you just get in homie's car and this is how we drive the Uber prices down.
Uber prices are insane now.
Yes.
It's like buying a flight. If you're going to the airport, it's like, this is going to like at least 25% of the cost of a flight.
And don't check more than once. It raises the price for you.
I didn't know this.
Yes, because now they think you're desperate. So they'll raise the price. Also, if you live in a more affluent zip code, it raises the price for you.
Is there any way around that? Well, if you live in an affluent zip code, sorry.
Some people have like suggested getting off of your Wi-Fi or
using a VPN or something.
Yeah, or using a VPN, like because all of the data, and it's already consumed so much of our cookies and information, but all of that contributes to the profile that you have and how much money they think you have. Also, when you're flying to the airport, depending on what airline you're flying out of, it raises the price of your Uber as well. So they're like, oh, you going Delta International. Oh, okay. We're going to raise that up real good. They're like, oh, you going Spirit? Okay, we'll charge a little bit less.
Oh,
like, yeah.
Diabolical. So evil. I'm going to Burbank. I will do everything possible to get the cheapest Uber or Lyft. I'm going back and forth until they've given me the cheapest possible. If they don't, maybe I just won't go on the trip.
I think I'm going to stop putting in the airline and see if there's a difference in the
interesting.
price.
That's smart.
And
Yeah,
just
don't put the terminal.
Go to LAX.
Right.
And then once we're already in the ride and the price is confirmed, because I do it to where I pay for it before it comes.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
I'm always worried that's not going to work.
So they can't change the price.
Right.
They could try to add a waiting fee, but it typically never happens.
Okay. I'm going to start just using it to take me to like maybe 4 miles away and I'll just walk the distance. It's a money-saving technique.
Right. Maybe I need to start getting picked up in a different area code. I'm going to walk to another zip code because I can see the hood from my house. I might be in Larchmont, but I can see East Hollywood right there.
I'm going to take an Uber to a bus stop. Well, I mean, speaking of inappropriate behavior and just crossing the line, Laci, I was excited to have you here on the podcast.
I was excited to be here.
So it's unfortunate. The podcast is called I Said No Gifts. And you've been on the show before. You brought a gift. I thought you had learned your lesson. But today you showed up holding what appears to be some sort of gift.
Yes, I'm so sorry. I'm very hard-headed. I did not listen, and I did bring a gift.
Stubbornness. Okay.
Yes. It's not from the place this bag is with the bag fit.
Okay.
And I'm trying to save the planet.
Gorgeous bag, though.
Thank you.
Let's be honest. A nice little black and white striped bag. I'm pulling it out here. Wait, I've never seen this object before. It's a tiny TV mini with new and improved features from Tiny Circuits. What, is this a miniature television?
Yes, it is.
What?
Look at the features.
The Tiny TV Mini is the cutest way. I'm going to just get paid for this now. The Tiny TV Mini is the cutest way to watch your favorite videos and movies. Features beautifully bright OLED display. An OLED display is a nice display. That's what you want these days. Power channel and channel buttons on the top of the case, built-in speaker, and then there's a sticker over a lot of it, but you can store over 40 hours of something. Built-in rechargeable, and it has a tiny remote.
Yes.
Tiny TV. Why did you bring this? This is incredible.
Because
the remote's bigger than the TV.
The remote is bigger than the TV. And I was like, I guess it has to have like good like vision on the TV because like, it's so small.
It's like the size of a stamp.
I'm like, how are you going to see anything on there? Yeah. So this is one of those things that I've had in my home. I've never used it. It's just been banged around in my car, but it is brand new.
Yeah, it's mint condition.
So I got it. I was doing a photo shoot and I tend to like, I had a stylist, but I wanted to do something like interesting with like, I don't know, like all of the, it was to promote my book.
Okay.
But like, you know, I have a television show, Scam Goddess, the book and the podcast. So I was like thinking like, oh, like maybe I have like a little picture where it's like a tiny TV and a tiny book. I don't know. And like when I got to the shoot, my publicist was like, we don't love this idea. And I was like, oh, okay. Yeah. Sometimes when I'm going to do photo shoots, I get in the mindset of a drag queen. And then
I think that's a great mindset for a photo shoot. Everyone should be in a drag mindset when they get a picture taken.
Yeah. But sometimes you need a photo that a publication can use. It's not so specific. And so I was like, oh, okay, guys. So
Wow.
I rediscovered it the other day. And was
But
like,
you never use it. You've never turned it
No.
on or anything.
Mm-mm.
I wish we could charge it
I
right
think
now
it's
to
just
see
have
what's
like a
going
little
on here.
USB cord.
It's absolutely adorable. This is like a TV for a mouse or a cricket, some sort of bug.
Yeah, if you have a lizard, now
Yeah,
they can
this
be
would be great
entertained.
lizard television. Wow, this is really fascinating. Where did you get it from?
I want to say maybe like one of those fabric stores.
Oh, like a Joanne?
yeah,
Michael's?
Yeah, whichever one is the non anti-abortion one.
Okay, that's Hobby Lobby is the one that is pro
Mhm.
everything horrible.
Yeah, so it was probably, I think it might have been JoJo's house.
Oh, okay, and she's gone now. Rest in
She
peace.
died?
Yeah, she's gone.
When
She-
did Joanne die?
Last year, we
Oh,
buried her, and it was
buried her in her
unfortunate.
fabrics.
She was very sick towards the end.
Mhm.
I went in the store, and it was absolute chaos. But maybe she'll rise again. I don't know.
Yeah.
But we just kind of have Michaels now, which is unfortunate.
Damn, I hate to see a woman go before a man.
Yeah, it's really a shame. I used to love Joanne. I would go there I'd buy clothing dye.
Yeah, I get fabrics. If I was ever doing something creative.
Oh, yeah, they had everything.
Who killed her? Anti-witches?
I just watched an Elizabeth Warren video, and she says private equity, which makes perfect sense.
Mm.
Private equity pulls up, takes over, and then just destroys
And
everything.
that's what they do. They tear it apart.
They make sure it's
sell the
bad so it
parts.
will fall apart.
Mhm.
And so I didn't realize that Joanne had gotten snatched up.
Mm.
I wonder if there was an original Joanne. I wonder if there's some Joanne out there in the world.
And those were her fabrics.
Those were her
And it just blew
fabrics.
up.
This was her legacy.
That's what I hope. Because, sometimes it's not. Like, when I found out Aunt Jemima was never real and people just wanted to
Fake.
feel like a black lady was making their pancakes because they couldn't afford one to do that anymore. When I found out Uncle Ben wasn't really making that rice.
It's like finding out about Santa Claus.
Right.
There's another one. Betty Crocker.
Yeah,
Fake.
Betty wasn't doing none of that.
What were they doing? What were they doing in the 50s where they're just creating these phony...
Well, it was that transition from a lot of people not being able to, exploit black labor
Sure.
or housekeepers in general. And so they thought, how do we make housewives feel good and not lonely? We put a little person on the package and act like they're cooking for you. And they were on so many Quaaludes. I'm sure they was talking to the box. I'm sure it worked great.
Yeah, it's... Yeah, I don't think we're really... I mean, I kind of felt like an early AI. What's her name? What's the AI actor? Tilly Norwood?
Oh, yes. Oh.
I just read about her. There was an interview... All of this makes me feel so nervous.
I've read about
But
her.
in the New York Times, somebody interviewed her. But the whole thing was about AI. It wasn't just like a straight interview, but it's like, let's just leave it alone.
Yeah.
Let's just not do this at all. What is anyone getting out of this other than being afraid?
Right. No one asked for this.
No.
We're already miserable as it is. What do you mean come in and take our happiness away? Like, AI, do my dishes, okay?
Yeah, there are certain things where I'm like, if it weren't for the environmental
Right.
impact, I would be happy for it to do certain things.
Yeah.
But most of the tasks I would have it do are things that are fairly easy to accomplish or mindless. I'm like, maybe I'll just keep doing them rather
Or
than...
things that are a source of joy for us as human beings, like our
Oh, yeah.
creative outlets and
That
things.
part, that's a tough one.
Oh, it's your wedding day. Let AI be the bride. What do you mean? Like, I would like to do that.
Do you know what? I think we really handed over too much power when do you remember the trend? Everybody was getting like, you would upload a bunch of your pictures and then AI would create all these different styles of art. That was an unfortunate 2 days in history that I think we said,
Everybody just
take
gave
the
it all
keys.
away.
I want to see a horrible piece of art of myself.
I mean, and honestly, the collective narcissism that we have is really
Ooh.
killing our country. Like, this rugged individualism is murdering us.
Yeah,
like,
that's an easy
we
thing
are
to prey
supposed
on.
to be community, and now everybody wants to go to therapy. And some people go to therapy actually to heal. Some people go there to learn therapize language, therapy language, and then manipulate it,
Use
and,
it to
and
justify
use
their
it-
behavior.
Yeah, use it to justify their behavior and inappropriately.
Right.
And we've seen so much of that when it comes to community. People will be like, well, these are my boundaries. Is I don't show up for anyone. I don't help anyone. Don't call me. Don't ask me for shit because these are my
I hate
boundaries.
this so much.
Babes, that's not how community works. Sometimes community is inconvenient.
Yes, yes.
That's a part of
right.
it.
Considering things outside of yourself.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sometimes there's going to be a baby on a plane complain because they got to fly that little unemployed baby somewhere. We all hate it, but we have to deal with it because it's community.
In the moment, honestly, the parent hates it. So
yeah,
let's
because the
just
parent's
leave.
embarrassed. Like, just offer the parent a water. I don't know. Maybe the baby need a dip of pacifier and a little bourbon. I don't know what we need to do to get through this flight. But, like, we all should be helping. That's what
You think
community
the parents
is
having
about.
a good time there?
Right. They're not making the baby cry. They're not pinching the baby like, cry some more, you know? Although I will say, if I am on a flight with a good baby, I will turn around at the end of the flight and be like, oh, my God, you got a great baby.
That baby's got a future.
We love that baby.
Yes.
And they're like, thank you so much. I was like, that baby's great.
We've got to support the good babies.
Yeah.
We've got to encourage good babies. Maybe other babies will catch on.
Yeah.
Do you know what I've always wondered about babies in TV shows and movies when they're crying?
Mm-hmm.
What's happening? How are we getting them to cry?
It's the same audio. And if you
It's the
listen
same audio?
carefully, you will notice that. And I'm like waiting for somebody to record a new baby crying. But it's always, if you listen to several babies crying, they usually are using the same
Really?
baby. It must be free.
Yeah, you can just like download it from like soundeffects.com or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But what about because occasionally you see the baby crying. They pinching it?
I heard they pinch them.
They're pinching them.
Yeah.
I want to be the one pinching.
If they can't
We
look
got our
up
job
and get them to
pinching babies.
cry.
Pinch the baby. That's evil. That's evil.
Now, I can't say that, but the babies I've worked with, there was no pinching.
No pinching. No
Yeah,
pinching.
But they were quiet.
Just spraying with a spray bottle or something.
I was shocked, though. The baby TV pipeline is scary to me because I had to work with a baby, and typically you'll have babies that are twins, depending on how long the shoot is, because you can't have a baby
That's
that
how we
long.
got the Olsons.
Yeah, child labor laws. And I remember working with a baby that was so fresh on single parents, like still had a placenta perm. I'm like, we just took this out this lady coochie and wrapped it up. And I was like, as a parent, like, why would you give your fresh, like, when I say hot off the presses baby to a stranger? What if I didn't have my whooping cough vaccine?
Right.
That's not something I was required to have. You know what I mean? Like, you just gave me this baby ain't got no immune system.
Is the casting director hanging out in the NICU unit, or like what's going on? Like, how are you finding these parents that are like willing to bring the child like that early?
Right. I don't want an unpasteurized baby.
No, I'm very curious about the crying babies and the pinching, but I guess this is something I've talked about with AI on this podcast before, and it's not my idea, and I unfortunately can't credit the person, but they said the only thing that AI should be used for is child acting.
Oh.
I think that would be...
If it wasn't detrimental to the environment,
Yes, again.
child acting, only thing we need it for, because children should not be employed.
No.
I wanted to be a child actor. My mother wouldn't let me.
course.
She let me take as many acting classes as I want all throughout school, as long as my grades were good.
Right.
But I was not allowed to be in that. I've worked with child actors, and in my entire career thus far, I've only met the parents of one child actor that I thought, two child actors that I thought were sane people.
Right. Yeah, I've met some real wild ones, some real stage parents. And if you've worked as an actor before, it's such a demanding job, emotionally and physically. It's like a child
They're
is doing
also
this.
not educating these kids.
Oh,
they
no,
talk
no.
about, they get school
They're not
on
going
set.
to that.
I done seen that school on set. They ain't teaching them. That baby favorite color is 4. They don't know nothing.
No, they're probably doing a word search or, they're throwing them a highlights magazine.
It's not real school. And they're also not being socialized in a way that is necessary for the rest of your life. School is important.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's one thing, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Speaking of television, do you have what's your favorite television show? I never get into this sort of conversation on the podcast. I just like to hear about people's favorite things. And maybe not even your most favorite, but what's a show you love?
Okay, so shows that I rewatch over and over again, 30 Rock, just because it's an AK-47 of jokes.
I mean,
you can watch it over and over and catch something different.
Yes.
Also, I love a joke that once you read a book or get some context as an adult, you realize what the joke was.
Oh, totally.
Like, I hate that there's such little media literacy these days, that these poor kids, like, if it's not spelled out for them, and even if it is, they act like they came to some grand conclusion, where I'm used to seeing, like, parodies of the Odyssey or things that are, like, likened to other, things that I've learned.
Right.
I love jokes like that because I feel like the payoff is having knowledge.
Yes, of course.
But I don't need all of my jokes to be, like, super highbrow.
Just having some sort of layers to things. jokes.
Yeah.
And 30 Rock does all of that.
They do all of it.
They do the dumbest jokes. They do the smartest
You're
jokes.
going to get Tracy Morgan yelling like, I saw two babies giving each other a tattoo. They were very drunk. Like, you're going to get jokes like that, but you're also going to get jokes that, like, you really have to have some information to understand. Love Modern Family as well. Can rewatch that.
Sure.
What are my other rewatches that I just, like, can put on and enjoy? Sometimes I go back to Girls Five Eva.
Oh, so good. That's
Kimmy
a
Schmidt.
friend
You
of
can
the
see
show.
where my brain lies.
I worked on Kimmy Schmidt and Meredith Scardino, creator of Girls Five Eva.
Yeah, she's
one of the all-time
so
best.
talented.
Yes.
Extremely.
Yeah, those are all kind of in the 30 Rock vein. Just so funny.
So
Every
funny.
one of them has just a million jokes. There's nothing like that.
Yeah.
There's like, I mean, I guess there's The Rise and Fall of Reggie Dinkins.
Which I am watching too.
But otherwise, there aren't really shows with a ton of jokes anymore.
I know, and those are the shows I love to be on. And the rewatchability is crazy. Oh, yeah. And that's what's so frustrating to me about how disrespected comedy is and continues to be in this industry. Like, Will Ferrell should have won an Oscar for Talladega Nights.
Of course.
Hands down, period.
It's harder to be funny.
It's harder to be funny. It's something you have to be born with and something you have to hone. And also, on top of that, the rewatchability of a comedy over a drama is absolutely fucking insane. How many times are you going to be like, hey, y'all, I just got some wine and some blunch. Y'all pull up. We about to watch 12 Years a Slave. No. You watch it once, you appreciate it. You
had
don't
the experience.
Watch it again. Anybody like, hey, y'all, turn on that Fruitvale. We getting lit. Hey, put on Schindler's and turn it up. Like, no.
Yeah, that's very true.
They're beautiful pieces. They're necessary. They're important. But they're not something you want to re-traumatize yourself with after you've seen it.
Right. That's true of a lot of dramas.
I can watch Ricky Bobby anytime.
Right. So if something's got some funniness to it, you're going to at least see it twice.
Yeah.
A lot of dramas, I'm like, yep, I had it. I've seen it.
I synced it.
I don't need to go back. I don't need to go back there.
The only like drama-ish TV shows that I'm going back to are anything that Nicole Kidman is in with a bad wig on.
Oh, well, the wigs, those wigs are rewatchable.
If I see Nikki Kidman in a nasty bad wig, ooh, I'm watching because I know it's going to be good. She hasn't failed me yet.
Well, this
Nine Perfect Strangers, The Undoing. She's in Marlowe's got money troubles.
Something like that.
Yeah.
And then what's the big one with Reese Witherspoon?
Oh, Big Little Lies.
Big Little Lies. Now, this is something though that I've admitted to on this podcast before. I'm wig blind. I can rarely tell if someone's wearing a wig.
Wow.
So Nicole had me fooled for a really long time. I know.
Bridger, she had no part.
It's something I deal with.
There was no
every
part.
day.
There was no scalp emanating nowhere.
I mean, the fact that I've gotten as far as I have in life having this wig blindness is pretty miraculous. But I truly, unless the wig is so egregious, I'm like, oh, that's just their hair. But now I know. I mean, I can at least with Nicole, I know that it's always a wig. Yeah. So I can at least lie that I know it's a wig.
I think she needs that. And she needs to have her American accent, even when it's not necessary.
Right.
Because in The Undoing, like that shrimp on the Barbie accent was popping out all the time. And I was like, babe, Hugh Grant is in this being British. You could definitely just be Australian. She's like, no.
Yeah, the American accent's very interesting to me with her. It's like, because she never seems American. But then it's like, so where did this woman come from?
I think she was born in Hawaii. And then she did have school and stuff in D.C. for a little while. I'll be in her lore. Okay, and then obviously Australia. Right. Like she's been all over. So she has a worldly accent. It's just everything.
And do we know what she looks like without a wig?
Yeah, she does carpets and stuff without her wigs.
Oh, she does?
Yeah. I don't know if her wigs might be a character choice for her. Like, you know how Meryl will throw some teeth in for no reason?
Yeah, it's the teeth.
Yeah.
The teeth is, anytime you're putting in teeth, you're like, okay, well... You've ruined the role.
I mean, it's Meryl, though. I was looking like, baby, why you got them teeth in? But I also was like, Meryl, sure.
We love the teeth. They're iconic teeth.
She can do whatever she wants, and I'm here for it.
Yeah, I've got to look up no-wig Nicole Kidman. Maybe in the 90s she was doing more non-wig work.
Yeah, in the 90s I feel like she was a little less wiggy.
Right. I wonder how much her wigs are costing. I bet those are... expensive.
I hope they're not that expensive.
Yeah, because then I was thinking everyone thinks that they look terrible. But again, for me... I think they look like hair. What's wrong with me? I need like a training.
But I think they're not the worst wigs.
Okay.
It's just they give us a little wigginess.
Who do you think has the worst wig in the business?
The worst wig in the business.
Any men with terrible wigs?
Ooh.
John Travolta's got a wig, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's probably 47, but let me think. Wigs that I'm like, baby, please, why? Why would you do this? Like if they look flammable
Right.
and whatnot. I mean, honestly, for a little while there, Kylie Jenner was wearing really, really bad wigs.
Oh, interesting.
And I've seen her in person. I had to wait on her once when this is back in the day. And she was nice. There's no shade to her. I think she's improved the wig since then. But back then, it was a kind of wig that when you saw it in person, you wondered if the person had like mental health issues.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I wonder, somebody with that level of money, I'm always like, why are you not hiring just somebody who knows how to buy wigs?
I mean, honestly, access to good wigs is just now being democratized. And it's not a situation where everyone knows a good wig maker.
Right.
Like the technology is just reaching everybody for real.
But this is Kylie Jenner we're talking about.
Yeah, but it's like you got to find a real good wig maker.
She's headed to Party City. She's going to this Halloween Spirit.
They're probably coming off the rack, probably quality hair, but it's like all about the lace, the part, the dyeing, how it's laid to the scalp. All of these things matter.
Fascinating. Kylie Jenner. So is she always in a wig, do you think?
I don't think, but I think a lot of people utilize wigs. I utilize wigs, especially as a grown woman now. Whoo, doing my hair is trash, okay? If I can put one on and some spirit gum and style it a little bit and leave my house like anything to save time.
Right.
Yeah.
I just need to I kind of like living in this ignorance of just not knowing what a wig.
I like that for us.
I like it for wig wearers.
Because now I know if I need to wear a wig and I don't got a lot of time, if I need to throw it on Tyler Perry style, just grab it. I know that you're not going to judge me.
Yeah, hang out with me. Any wig, I will buy it unless it's like, I think even if it was like blue, I think I would be like, well, they've dyed their hair.
Yeah, which people do.
Yeah, people do it. People are doing it more and more, dyeing their hair.
Yeah, it used to be so taboo. And I love that it's a thing now where it's like you can't discriminate against someone having blue hair in the office place. Like, does that distract from them doing their job?
Yeah,
no.
That actually is kind of a new thing that like you can work with a different type of hairstyle now.
Yeah. I mean, because all of those tools of conformity were just under capitalism and adjacent to white supremacy.
Baloney.
Like, if you're doing your job, like the whole uptight office cubicle, we all have to dress like this, your hair has to look a certain way, was all just oppressive and unnecessary.
Anytime I see somebody in a suit going to work, I'm like, what horrible job do you have to deal with?
Right.
You have to get up every day and put on church clothes? Nightmare. My ultimate nightmare.
Right. I mean, I feel like a suit could be a very nice, powerful tactic, though. I do feel different when I'm in a suit.
But to be required?
Yeah, that's different.
No, what boring job do you have to do where
and
you're
they only give them a
always in
Friday.
Suit?
Casual Friday.
And then you look like a dork. That should be called Dork Fridays. I feel like any casual Friday, anybody shows up, they look like a nerd. Just don't do it.
Yeah.
Because most of the people, they don't have the wardrobe at that point for casual Friday. They've got a bunch of nice suits.
True.
Just, I don't know, wardrobe for work. I think you should just be able to wear whatever you want, whenever you want.
I don't know. Sometimes, though, I feel like a suit can be constrictive in a way that makes people more inclined to do their jobs better. You know what I mean?
No one let Laci be a boss of anyone. This is a cruel manager here.
Something about a little tie around your neck choking you a little bit that reminds you that you're in a capitalist hellscape. If you want to breathe, you better keep working hard, Timothy.
You should be working for Meta or something. One of these horrible.
Oh, they don't wear that. They wear like hip guy $3,000 white tees.
Yeah, because meanwhile they're like
jeans.
doing those like keystroke things where they know that you're like locked to your computer all day.
That to me is the worst thing ever. Whoever came up with that,
what
like
evil person,
where you have to move your mouse, otherwise they think you're not working if you're working from home. And people who hate work from home just are monitoring spirits and need to get friends. Because if the only time that you are conversing with people and interacting with people is at your job, I can almost guarantee that everyone at your job hates you. If you're someone who is an advocate for not working from home, I want you to look in the mirror and say, everyone at your job hates you. Because I promise you, they do. No one wants to be accosted at the water cooler by you. No one wants to smell your tilapia in the microwave.
Find a friend.
Find a friend.
See if you can.
And a hobby.
Anything.
Because your coworkers are not your hobby or they're not your friends.
No, they're not your paid friend.
No.
No. Well, I have my little TV here. I'm excited to see how it actually works.
Yes, you have to send me a
hooked on this
picture when
thing.
it's turned on.
I'm going to absolutely just be glued to this television set. It's too
I
bad
also
I don't
want to know
have
what
a
the
little plug.
sound's like.
Yeah, that's right. I didn't even think about the speaker.
Does it have like a aux cord or?
I'm not even seeing like a speaker.
So you got to play it out loud.
Oh, interesting. eventually you have so many things hooked into it that's the size of a TV. This is about the size of an Apple TV remote.
Literally.
So probably choke on that or something. Well, I think we should play a game.
Yes.
We're going to play a new game. You're the first person playing this game on
I'm
the
excited.
podcast.
Love a debut.
Ellis and I played it on the Patreon recently, but I'm excited to try it, and we'll see what happens. I need a number between 1 and 10 from you first.
7.
Okay, I actually don't need the number, right, Ellis?
What kind of game is this?
Nope.
Yeah, I'm so used to our other games require like a random thing, but I want to give you some time to promote. So promote something.
Oh, okay. You can watch Scam Goddess, the television show on Hulu. You can buy my book, Scam Goddess, wherever you purchase books. And you can also get the audiobook if you would like to hear me read to you about my scam, schemes, capers, jokes, crime, maybe how to do crime or how to avoid it. I don't know, legally speaking. And you can listen to my podcast, Scam Goddess, anywhere that you get your podcasts.
Beautifully promoted. I've been on the podcast
Yes, you have.
twice.
Yes.
We did a fun Christmas episode.
We did. I gotta get you back. It's been a while.
Yeah, we should. I love scams. And you're just, it's so nice to show up and you just have a buffet of scams to talk about.
Yes.
I don't have to do any research. I just get to learn about scams.
And get all your great input, which we love.
Yes. What do I like? What do I need to do you know what I want to promote? And this is not a paid advertisement. Tubi.
Wow.
I'm loving Tubi. I get into Tubi. I'm telling people the documentary selection on Tubi is incredible.
It is.
I'm so tired of every other streaming service. All the documentaries are essentially just true crime. You get on Tubi, all kinds of fun things.
Yeah.
It's chaotic. I think that's what I like about it. You get on there, you're like, I would have never picked any of these things, but they've got interesting choices. Not a paid advertisement. Tubi.
They're also hilarious. You can watch the worst movies you've ever seen.
Yes.
And there's something about Tubi that when something goes viral, Tubi is the first to make a movie about it. Like, remember,
Really?
like, I Don't Know Who I Married, the Risa Tisa story? They were like, it was like, who the fuck did I marry? Like, Tubi came out with like, I married who? Or like something like the boot. Like, they're making the Shein version of television over there. And it is so funny to me. And some of their stunts and special effects are just...
I got to get
Chef's
into these Tubi originals. Oh, I'm very excited about that. Well, we're going to play a game. It's called Invite List. And this is what's going to happen. You're going to make an invite list for a party. You only get to have 10 people come.
Okay.
So I'm going to start reading a list of names.
Okay.
You're going to tell me if the person is invited or not invited until we've got 10 people coming to the party. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. And Ellis is going to keep charge of how many people because I can't do everything. All right. So that... perfectly clear, invited or not invited?
Invited or not invited?
Okay. Tim Gunn.
I don't know how long the list is.
So you got to be careful. That's the game.
Not invited.
Fran Lebowitz.
Not invited.
Mr. Beast.
Not invited. These are for different reasons, though. I'm going for
Yeah.
a demo.
Yeah.
Friend's great. Love her. Think she's amazing. Tim, fabulous, beautiful gowns.
This is your party.
Mr.
and
Beast,
you've got-
no,
you
because
can
he's
only
trying to
have-
lock me in something.
Yeah, you can reason one way or the other. I'm happy to hear any reasoning.
Yeah, Mr. Beast always trying to put somebody in somebody's cage. No.
And it's a very private party. You have to be selective
Yeah,
here.
no.
Robin Thicke.
Oh. Yes, because I feel like he would do something like embarrassing.
That's a great reason. Yeah, you have to have one of
You
those
gotta
people at
have
every
one
party.
of those people.
Somebody
It's
that
like,
everyone
he
gets to
is
talk
coked
about.
out. And we're all like,
A
yeah.
common enemy
Yeah, we
almost.
need-
Malia Obama.
Of course.
Martha Stewart.
Yes.
All right.
Okay, look, she did jail time. She hang out with Snoop Dogg. I want to know some of the tips and tricks in the kitchen. Yes.
I bet she would be an incredible time at a party.
Yeah.
Or she's probably going to criticize whatever you put together, but whatever. Stanley Tucci.
Absolutely. I love Stanley Tucci.
Alex Jones.
Hell no. Unless it's like a trap and we're going to put it like, we're going to take him across the border. Jump him somewhere in the woods.
Sarah Michelle Gellar.
No. But I like her.
Glenn Powell.
No, but I like him.
Serena Williams.
Yes.
Eddie Vedder.
No, I don't know him though. That's why.
Beyonce.
Of course, please.
That's kind of an
that's the
obvious
whole
one. That's
party.
a tough one.
Yeah.
Anderson Cooper.
Yes, I love Andy.
This next one's going to be kind of complicated considering another person you've already invited, Solange.
How is that complicated? Absolutely. Sister.
But what you kind of have to if you've already invited Beyonce.
Oh, yes. No, and I want Solange's aesthetic. She's going to come
Of
in a great
course,
outfit.
of
I want her to
course.
redecorate my home.
Luigi Mangione.
Absolutely.
Charlie XCX.
Yes, because Robin Thicke needs somebody to play with.
All right, and we've hit 10.
That's 10. Ellis, can you read down the list of the people coming to this party?
All right, so Laci's guests include Robin Thicke, Malia Obama, Martha Stewart, Stanley Tucci, Serena Williams, Beyonce, Anderson Cooper, Solange, Luigi Mangione, and Charlie XCX.
That seems like a decent party to
There's
me.
people for each other to talk to with common interests. We got good age gaps there. You know, if you need drugs, they'll be there. You know, if you need anything, it's there.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a very good party.
Yeah.
You were very, I felt like you were selective and you were considerate.
Yeah.
Not a bad list. Well, you played that game very well. I think we should answer a listener. Oh, Ellis, do you have a gift or a curse?
My gift or curse is game nights.
Do you want to go or should I go?
I'll go.
Okay, go.
I'm going to say that game nights are a gift, okay? And here's why. Because a game night gets everyone together. We're doing an activity. I'm extremely competitive. That is going to bring out the worst in me. You know, if you're like doing a couples game night, I think it's even better because you get to really see the cracks in the relationship. You know what I mean? Like game night to divorce pipeline. And what better way to get it out than realizing that you don't have a partner that you can do charades with? I think game nights, and that's entertainment for me. So I'm getting even more entertainment by watching your relationship disintegrate or come together stronger than ever. Who knows? So I love a game night. I think they're super fun.
All right. I think game night's a gift. I absolutely.
Yeah, gift.
I because you really, it's like a really nice way to figure out exactly who everyone is. You can find out if somebody's a total bore, if somebody's an adult who will cheat or get, have a fit over losing.
Yeah.
An adult who gets really intense, it's like you're able to kind of parse out who's a real friend and who's somebody that you can keep at arm's length.
Yeah.
And
Who's a hater? Because why you hating? Because I'm winning.
Yes, of
like,
course.
I'm a fun hater in a game night. But if I see somebody sulking or getting real upset, then I'm like, ooh, you might be a murderer. We got to get you out the friend group.
And you might get to ruin their night, which is such a lovely feeling.
True.
You get to really commit to ruining somebody's evening. I think it's a gift.
Yes, gift.
No, it's a curse.
Oh,
I don't,
God, Ellis.
when I get that
This is
invite,
pushing
I don't
it.
know.
Oh.
First of all, you got to tell me what games we're playing. Like just general game night. We could be playing Settlers of Catan for 5 hours, and I don't want to go to that.
What kind of game nights are you getting invited to?
Not the right ones.
Oh, no,
apparently,
baby. My game night's like, listen, there's different games for different people. I'm whooping ass on the spades table. They call me Dr. Whoop Ass. And me and my spades partner, we got a relationship. If we start fucking up, we start fighting. But it's fun.
Right,
you know what I
right.
mean? Other people are playing Uno for the beginners, dominoes, Connect Four, Twister if you freaky, no, but Catan, no. And we're not playing Scrabble either, too slow. And no Monopoly. Last time I played that, my cousin Germanica cut me.
Monopoly is out. I think we've all kind of finally acknowledged Monopoly's the worst.
And it's supposed to feel that way because that's how capitalism feels.
Yes, it's supposed to feel bad.
Stole
and we're
it from a
already dealing
woman.
with it. Oh, interesting.
Yes. Monopoly was created by a woman to show the ills of capitalism. And then Hasbro came, they stole it. And then we're like, this is a fun game. And did exactly the opposite.
Wow.
And that's why Monopoly's not fun when someone has a Monopoly because all you're doing is paying out money to that bastard every time you land on boardwalk.
Yeah. No, thank you.
Yeah.
Ellis, 2 against 1, you're wrong. All right, this is the final segment of the podcast. It's called I Said No Emails. People are writing into isaidnogifts@gmail.com. They just have all sorts of questions. Will you help me answer a question?
Of course.
All right, this is Hi, Bridger and guest. My name is Frank, and I hate going by the name Frankie. Recently at work, there's been a lot of people who have started calling me Frankie. I have no problem gently correcting them. However, my dilemma is that I think it's real goofy when people do a mobster-esque nickname for me. For example, Frankie Two Shoes. I'm looking for advice on how to handle this without coworkers thinking I'm singling them out by correcting their use of Frankie, but not someone else's. Important information. We wear name tags. Mine says Frank. I've worked there for months. I do not want to have to explain the whole spiel every time it comes up. I love your pod. Thank you. Oh, okay. That's important. Very important. They love the podcast.
Yes.
Best, that's from Frank, she, her. So Frankie does not want to be called Frankie, and the entire staff apparently has kind of joined forces to be annoying. How do we get them to stop calling her Frankie, without making everybody feel
Because her name is Frank.
Her name is Frank, and leave her alone. Stop calling her Frankie. Especially don't call her Frankie Two Shoes or Frankie Frank name tag.
I think Frankie Two Shoes is so good.
But if you were working retail, you want somebody calling you Frankie Two Shoes?
I wouldn't mind it. Frank. Because I'm gonna call you what your mama called you, Frank. Which I do think is a very cool name for a girl.
It's a great name. I love the name Frank for anybody.
And I get why like taking away the coolness of Frank as a woman especially would be frustrating.
Right, making it kind of cute.
Now, Frankie, see, damn it, I did it. Frank. Frankly, Frank, that's what I meant to say. Frank, this was hard for me because, Frank, I'm starting to sense that maybe you have a personality that people enjoy. Because I'm not nicknaming somebody I hate.
Right.
Like, if I don't like seeing you at work, I'm not going to be like, bada boom, Frankie Two Shoes. You know what I mean? Like, if I hate you, you get your government name said, and barely, unless I have to.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God, is Stewart on our shift? Ugh. Like, we're not calling Stewart Stu. We fucking hate Stewart. But if we love you, Frank, I could see how people might have made it Frankie and Frankie bada boom. And
Frank is too lovable.
Frankie the hitman. And I'm sure this is giving the cringe the whole time, Frank. I'm so sorry. I don't know if there is a way for you to not seem like a killjoy to explain to everyone who clearly likes you that you would like to be called Frank.
Right. This feels like an impossible situation.
It's hard.
Because if you make a big announcement, it's like people are like, why are you making such a big deal, loser?
Yeah.
If you start correcting people all the time, and they must love Frank.
They must.
Maybe she puts this over the overhead speakers, this episode. Maybe this gets through to everybody. Maybe she starts recommending the podcast. We get more listeners.
Yeah, and then, you recommend, I said no gifts, and then tell them this episode, and there's something in there for them, a gift for them.
Yeah, it's a kind of mutually beneficial for everybody here. Frank gets her wish. My listeners increase by at least 4. And what a huge win for everybody.
Do you all have team meetings at your job?
Oh, interesting.
Or
you want that to be brought
like,
up in a team meeting?
Maybe like a happy hour.
Okay.
I feel like if it's like, you could be like random, but hey, y'all, my name is Frank, and I really would appreciate if y'all call me Frank and not a mobster name. I know this is so petty, and I love you all, but please call me Frank because I like to be called by my name. Is that cool? Or I don't know, maybe you reverse psychology them, and you start giving them nicknames that they hate until they get to the point where they start calling you by your real name. You know what I mean? Like Clay comes in, you're like, oh, Clay the Klepto, Klepto Clay. And
right.
Maybe
just
they
start basically accusing people of crimes, lose the job, and then hope that your next job, everyone hates you. That feels right to me. Or embrace it too hard. Get your name tag changed to Frankie. Start speaking in third person. It's Frankie. Frankie's here. People are going to be so annoyed. They're going to go back to Frank.
Yeah, I think the best strategy here would be a happy hour or a team meeting where you just bring up the pettiest of a grievance.
Right.
And if you do it in a very unserious way, you're like, I have something really serious to bring up. And they're like, okay, it's not that serious, guys. But can y'all call me Frank? Because that's my name.
Could you show me just a small amount of respect?
I just want to be called by my name. I love you all. Can y'all call me Frank? These are really your only recourse. And unfortunately, we can't say what the consequences might be. It might be that people are like, oh, Frank's no fun.
Yeah, Frank sucks. But, you got to take a chance if it means
that much to you.
Yeah. Well, I think we answered the question perfectly.
Yeah.
I think Frank's problems are going to go away. And then hopefully we'll never hear back from her. I don't know. Well, I've got my TV.
Yes, you do.
And I'm very excited to see what happens with this little thing. And I've just had such a lovely time with you.
I've had a great time with you, Bridger.
Thank you for being here, Laci.
Thank you for having me.
Listener, the podcast is over. I'm going to leave the studio, and you're going to find yourself again, and you're going to reclaim your life and move on with your day. I love you. Goodbye.